Okay, well, I am here again. Um, it's been a while since I last really recorded well, there's really one big reason, and it's because I sort of stopped doing anything after losing footage. Uh, I lost footage about some of the chunks that I unlocked and everything, and so then I was taking a break. But then I did Gridmaster, and then after that, I got kind of bored with my members account that I've got, and so I decided, I should get back on this account and start doing the grind again, despite having lost some stuff. So, really, what you lost was me getting the chunk with the mill and everything. At least I believe I lost that. We'll double check, but lost and getting the Lumbridge swamp as well. Uh, if we look here, the East Lumbridge swamp, I got that unlocked as well. Um, After doing very minor grind for this chunk in terms of just being able to. Actually, I don't. I think the only thing I had to do there, and I could be mistaken in this, but I think the only thing I had to do there was the quest sheep shearer. Um. So I unlocked the Lumbridge swamp area, which came with quite a grind that I hadn't considered. Limpwort did this grind originally just inside his one chunk uh, of getting up to be able to cut a diamond. I decided, hey, that doesn't quite feel right to me, simply because I just like the idea of the random events being able to control what tasks you have to get. So I had started, but then I kind of stopped. But then I unlocked this chunk, and this chunk, as we can see here, has copper and tin. And from copper and tin, you can get gems. And so, because of the fact that I have a reliable, 100% reliable way of getting crafting, I figured it was only fair if that involved me opening up the grind to be able to get up enough to uh to cut a diamond. So I got some diamond, uncut diamond from a random event, so I will gladly take that because, man, it can be difficult mining to get a diamond. But yeah, so that is the big grind that I'm on. And then, of course, there's this other secondary one. Um, the secondary one comes from a place that I didn't even fully realize at first. Uh, you see, here in this chunk, we have Death's Office. And you can buy a different gravestone for 200,000 gold. I know the end goal of this account is being able to buy a bond and then go on members and start doing one chunk stuff on members and just see how different and how fun it can be from all of that, right? But one of the things I am really hoping for at this point now is a better money-making source, because right now my best money-making source is U-logs or bronze plate bodies for 64 gold each if I sell them one at a time in the general store. I don't have a reliable way to get nature runes. Otherwise, high alking would be so much better, as we can see here. They high alk for 96, so, you know, that wouldn't be too terrible. That would be a lot better, as a matter of fact. But, no, this is a long grind. So what I've decided to start doing is, oh, oops, almost forgot to deposit my wool. What I decided to start doing is, I've got 2 long grinds, right? I could be trying to hop worlds. Hopping worlds is a mess, though, on free to play, just because of how many buttons it involves. So I could be hopping worlds and selling one or multiple at a time of U-logs or bronze plate bodies, which I did do some of, and I did do some of making bronze plate bodies, because obviously with the unlocking of the mine down here, I also had to do all that smithing grind, make bronze plate body, various other weapons as needed. But I decided that I would be getting some crafting XP as I'm working on the selling. So I am getting the wool at the same time as I am selling. So it's taking longer, probably overhaul, than if I was doing both, but it involves doing both at one time rather than breaking it up into very separate stuff. Also, being completely honest, the sheep I've been very less careful. Here you can see that I've kind of marked out where the sheep can be. If I'm being completely honest, I've stopped caring near as much about accidentally crossing over as I'm trying to get the specific sheep, because the sheep just randomly decides to walk into there, and there's not much I can do to make it so that the sheep doesn't wander in there. It's like most of the time I'm clicking on the sheep. Maybe I'm accidentally clicking on the sheep when they're in here, but most of the time it's, oh, they're out here, they're in my chunk, and kind of like that one. And then then I start moving, and by the time I can stop myself, I'm already there, shearing the sheep inside the not quite area of mine. Not quite chunk area. But yeah, so I've just been working on getting that 200k is the main thing that I've been doing. You also will have noticed that I'm picking up that bronze arrow because, well, it does not hurt to be collecting arrows. I do know, because I did one of the other things I did in order to try getting money, but also do clues for various clue rewards, was goblins. I was killing goblins in order to try to get clues. I think I have completed 2 clues. Let's see here. Oh, I've completed 3. Haven't gotten anything. But yeah, completed 3. And I got some weapons and whatnot, some short bows and whatnot, which really enabled me to have it open. And then, of course, mazes can give you steel and iron and other arrows. So yeah, but yeah, I believe I got the steel plate skirt from a clue, and yeah, so I just have nice things from clues. But yeah, this is just kind of what current time is looking like. I got up to 53 mining with all the smithing and whatnot that I needed to do. I also have been occasionally AFKing falling stars. They're a lot rougher to try to find because, well, you don't exactly have houses, and when you're only in one place, you tend when you can only mine in one place, and you can't be finding them from the telescope. It kind of makes it a pain. So, one of the things I definitely did decide is just with it, I think if I were in a members world thing where there would be more reliable people finding stars, where there would be more reliable, hey, various things, right? I think I would be willing. I'm not sure I would do it, but I'd be more willing to have the 90 mining as the requirement for the level 9 shooting star. As it stands with the free-to-play stuff and everything, I decided, that's just not me. So, like, I will occasionally do it because it can provide some gems, which a lot faster XP than the 2.5 that comes from making balls of wool. A lot faster. But the 2.5 XP from making balls of wool is also a lot more consistent. And as I said before, it's helping me work on the 200k that I need for the grave unlock. So I've just been working on that. Other stuff that I did that got missed. I did Quest, Missile, and Mystery. Gave me good crafting XP. It's puzzle using. It's the Scream knockoff thing, right? It's a fairly simple early game quest. No real combat. It's all just the puzzles. But unfortunately, I lost that. So yeah, we are basically just here with me doing this, and this is what I've been doing since I got starting doing this again. And yeah, so here I'm just going to be here working on getting up to the 200k and to the amount of sheep wool that I will need in order to reach level 43 crafting so that I can cut that diamond. Yeah, that's what I'm up to right now.